They saying the Puff lawyer quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the main?
The one that was handling the sexual assault claims.
The brother. Yeah.
That might.
Tony Rico files to withdraw from representing Sean Combs, writing cryptically, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice. There's a whole sheet that went out on this.
Come on, dog. He ain't had to do that.
Reasons to be relieved as counsel for Sean Combs. As a result of discussions with lead counsel Mark Afagillo, I might be fucking that up, this motion for the withdrawal of counsel is filed. While I am aware that the local rule requires that an application for withdrawal of counsel is supported and granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal, there are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case. Although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstance can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with yada, 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 like I already read. All right, gentlemen.
It looks crazy.
That
don't sound great.
Yeah, that don't sound.
It don't sound great.
Think it's some shit that he might have saw.
It sounds I came across some information.
Yeah, that I can't even.
That is damning.
And morally, I can't fuck with you. And how that's worded.
It's just what I want my defense attorneys to
Yeah.
come with. Morals.
Like,
we need.
Nigga, if you don't get in here and defend me.
I asked y'all that question before on here. If you were, could you do it? Some people can't.
Could I do what?
If you knew for a fact that the client did it, and you were the lawyer, could you represent him?
As a defense lawyer,
something that you had a problem
as a defense lawyer, you know that every
attorney.
client you have isn't going to end up being innocent.
You shouldn't be a defense attorney.
Yeah,
Right, but it's.
I think
You
he
could
knew
be
he
a
wasn't
defense
capable.
attorney, and then again, it could be just something personally that bothers you as a person that you just can't fuck with.
I just feel like as when
It
you
ain't
take
blanket.
when you take certain oaths, like a doctor, and even like when a doctor has a criminal on his table, he still has to save that criminal. Like you took that oath to be a lawyer, and you know that you're gonna end up defending some people who have done some horrible things. You're gonna have to to take that oath seriously.
Pick a different branch of law. Go into, but even it's criminals in corporate law. Like you got to go into law because again, if a murderer comes into your office and they murdered somebody, you're gonna give them 50-50 of your skills.
I think he came across some information that he knew he couldn't win the case.
He might have. So you want to keep your record clean and don't go down
For
the
sure.
history as the dude that lost.
That
Yeah, but
lost
they
some
don't
puff.
set me
Yeah,
up.
but don't
to-
do that.
Don't do all
But
that.
don't do that
though.
public shit.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's nasty.
Man got a call.
If it's something where
Puff might have cursed
What was
him.
nasty?
The public statement.
the
that he
public
gave.
statement that way,
He didn't make a public statement.
that statement that you just read,
What you just
that's
read is
public.
his public statement.
It's public because the statement is public once you file it. He didn't open
that was
his
a petition
notes.
to the judge.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that was to the judge.
But he
and
coulda-
that's made public so people can read it.
And he knows that
know
at
that.
this high level.
I mean, but he got
But
no
I get it.
choice.
I get it.
Statement got
I
to
get
be-
it.
He has no
I have
choice.
to- I
Yeah,
have
he has
to-
no
I
choice.
get it.
Like,
I
I'm
thought that
withdrawing.
was just like a press release. That's
Yeah, no, this is not a press release. Not to say that he won't do one, but this is not that.
okay. I took that the wrong way.
I think that's still horrible giving it to the judge.
No, I got to give it to the judge straight. Pause.
I disagree, but let's go.
In order for you to be withdrawn from a
Yo,
case
you
like
could-
that, you have to have reason.
He could have said it's a conflict of interest. He could have said, a number of different things that even if it, let's just say hypothetically, and that sound like I'm caping for Puff, I'm not. Again, I'm being objective. If this is the judge that's going to oversee the case, right? So now you say that to that judge. You just could have potentially planted a seed to that judge that the defendant is on bullshit and I can't represent him no more.
The judge damn near like, all right, let me look for it.
Would that
I
be
disagree with that.
Would that be unethical?
But also, isn't there a jury? So
I disagree with that.
I mean, the judge is important, but
The judge is there to be a judge, and part of being a judge is
Impartial.
you can't plant a seed with me. Do that shit with everybody else. One. Two, if he has to protect his bar, what's the lawyer shit?
Bro,
if he has
bar,
to protect
yeah.
his
His license.
lawyer shit. We just heard that in the ASAP case where the judge asked him, hey, buddy, explain to me how you're even ethically allowed to continue to this case. Answer me. I need to hear from you. It sounds like one of them instances to me. And if you're not, the judge ain't the person to play with in that.
I just hate it because it just looks like a smoke signal or red flag to any other lawyer who might want to pick who Diddy might
But
desire
he wasn't
to
the
pick
main.
case.
But and not just like
I don't know who the main was, but
You named some dude.
Oh, I did name
You
him.
named
I
some
did
dude.
name him.
Oh, so they're just removing him from the. There's
He's
other
removed.
set of.
He boogied.
Okay, I mean,
and I'm not as mad at it.
Does
again
this change?
because it's just
Does
a
this
judge.
change? I know we had some people here that thought that Puff might get off.
yeah, I had that hot take, and I'm
Does
not
this
gonna lie.
change anything for y'all?
I think just publicly, it's more damning for him publicly.
This don't change nothing. I didn't think he was getting off.
I still think he got a percentage to get off.
This is the trial or within the lawsuits? I thought this was dealing with just the lawsuits, not the actual trial.
Oh.
If this is dealing with the
civil
lawsuit,
shit.
yeah. If this is the civil shit, then I don't think it. I mean, it could
This
100%.
says United States District Court, Southern District of New York, United States of America against Sean Combs.
Yeah, that's not.
No, that's
the case.
That's the
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
That's not the civil.
On September 22, 2024, I was retained by the defendant, Sean Combs, to serve as his counsel. I've served as his counsel since that time. As a result of being retained, don't make me do all the lawyer
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
No. You read enough.
Yeah.
That's not a civil case.
That trial is still up in is scheduled for May.
right? Yeah.
I feel like May is around the corner.
It is.
It is around the corner.
We
March,
got
we
March,
March.
damn near.
March is next week.
That's not good.
Neutral button.